What's going on, gun lovers? It's Rizzo, and we're back today. We're going to dive into one of the biggest legal victories in modern rights history, alright? It's the New York State Pistol and Rifle Association v. Bruen. If you're a supporter of the Second Amendment, this is a game changer, alright? So stick around, I'll break it down and explain what it means.
Everybody ready?
Yeah. Alright, so here's the quick backstory, alright? So, 2022, the Supreme Court decision centered around New York, their restrictive concealed carry policy, if I get the words out of my mouth, all right? So basically, New York required people to demonstrate a special need to get a concealed carry permit.
But that's crazy.
All right. So let's just be honest, it's kind of pretty much impossible unless you were rich and famous. So if you were in New York and you weren't rich with a lot of money, you weren't famous, and even then you probably wouldn't get it. So you just weren't going to get a concealed carry permit in New York at all.
No way, no how.
But Justice Thomas dropped the hammer in the majority opinion, all right? So the court ruled that the special need requirement violated the Second Amendment because it restricted a fundamental right. The fundamental right, let me kind of explain to you in layman's terms. You shouldn't have to beg the government for permission to defend yourself. That's what it boiled down to. All right, so this decision also introduced a new standard for evaluating gun laws. It's called the historical tradition test. This thing is great, all right? So what the historical tradition test is, it means that any new gun control law must align with the text, history, and tradition of the Second Amendment. Break it down for you again. In other words, if it wasn't law when our founding fathers wrote the Constitution, it's probably not going to fly today. How about that?
Yeah, sound good to me. Me too, Jay.
All right, so this ruling has already, it's been a couple of years, it's already shaking things up. Since Bruen courts have struck down or reconsidered laws on things like magazine capacity limits, assault weapon bans, and even sensitive place restrictions, all right? So states are trying to push restrictive gun laws are facing some serious legal challenges. New York, California, Illinois, all of these, the ones, you know the ones.
You know who they are.
All right, so now, we know everybody was a little happy when it happened, but let's kind of keep it real. This does not mean that the fight is over, all right? Some states are even doubling down, all right, on trying to pass Bruen-proof laws that are just as restrictive, but dressed up a little different, trying to put lipstick on the pig. They're just playing what legal whack-a-mole with your rights. They don't give a damn about your rights. They just want guns gone, and they're going to do whatever they can to keep you from getting them to defend yourself.
Government, man.
The government sucks.
All right, so basically, what does this mean for the average gun owner? Number one, you can expect to see more court cases that are challenging gun laws. The fight is far from over. We're going to keep fighting. And also, I would say you go out there. It's a lot of great groups that are out here fighting for your rights. So support them any way you can. All right. And if you live in a restrictive state, this decision could eventually make it easy for you to exercise your right to carry. It just may take a while. We talking years. This thing will drag on forever because these states are pissed off about Bruen. They're going to do everything they can to deny you your right to carry. Stay informed. Like I said, anti-gun groups are still working overtime to undermine the rule. They're going to do everything that they can.
Bible says we have the right to bear arms, so I bear arms.
All right, so to kind of sum it up, the Bruen decision is a massive win for the Second Amendment, but it's just the start of a new chapter. We got the tools to fight back against unconstitutional gun laws, but it's up to us to stay vigilant and stay united. All right, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. How has the Bruen decision affected gun laws where you live? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to keep the two-way momentum going. And always stay safe, stay free. I'll catch you later in the next one.